The students are why I'm there. Kind of protect them, keep them safe, and then just interact with them throughout the day. My ultimate goal is to connect with them.
Eric Resendez is a school resource officer in Caldwell. You can tell he loves his job. Connecting with the kids and building their trust is so important to him. But little did he know, apparently one way to do that is to hit the dance floor. And that's just what happened at homecoming. It was all captured on video by many of the kids there. This dancing SRO is this morning's 7's hero.
Do you have the video or no?
I swear I took a video of him.
Yeah, he was all in it.
Officer Eric Resendez is getting some attention here in the halls of Caldwell High School.
Oh, he was all into it. Yeah, most of the rest of the people
He was the life of the party.
Not for being a school resource officer in the community, but for something that happened at homecoming. He's the SRO at Syringa, and he was filling in for Caldwell High SRO Phillips at the dance that night.
I had asked Officer Resendez to, stand in for me.
I showed up, and I was just hanging out with the kids in the front before they were able to go in. They were trying to get me to go back on the stage and kind of bust a move, and I told them, like, well, we'll see if I can make it out there. They're like, no, promise me you're gonna make it out there. I'm like, okay, I promise.
Officer Resendez was waiting for just the right song, and suddenly, there it was.
So Soldier Boy was a generational song for me. I grew up listening to that one as well. And I saw the kids just up and down, jumping around and having a good time, and I was like, this is probably the best song I can do. I know the dance, so. I get out in the middle, I see the first ring, just phones everywhere. And now, jumping up and down, I can look out in the crowd, and there's basically the entire school was right there with their phones up in the air and flashlights on.
One of the students taking a video was sophomore Isabella Ozuna.
He was doing like Soldier Boy or something like that, and it was so cool. It was really nice to see him hanging out with us and stuff.
So it kind of brought me back to when I was going to homecoming. Just a lot of afterwards are like, that was fire, which is something I'm not too familiar with.
Fire, but in a good way.
So it was awesome.
That feel-good video eventually made it over to us at KTVB, and we put it on the news.
It just blew up really fast.
Word was out. The video went viral.
And then I started hearing it trickling through the school a little bit. My students were like, I saw you on the news. I'm like, no, you didn't. And then I finally saw the news. I'm like, oh yes, I'm on the news. Okay, perfect. If I'm able to connect with them on a level like that, they're more up to being able to come and speak with me about whatever problems they have, whether it be something criminal, whether it be something that they're just going through, that they just need to talk to somebody and need to vent. Things like that, that's what I'm there for. That's my reason for being an SRO.
I thought it was great.
Officer Phillips was impressed, but thinks he may be able to take him on the dance floor.
We do have prom, and if possible, we may have a dance-off in store, depending on how things go. I may have to do a little bit of stretching and take some ibuprofen, but I have some moves from my younger years that I may have to pull back out.
Like it or not, Officer Resendez is now known as the dancing SRO.
Yes, everyone's asking me to dance. They're challenging me at school to dance-offs, and it's just, yeah, it's fun.
And that title probably isn't going anywhere.
I have a feeling it's not.
SRO Eric Resendez.
I'll dance. Yeah.
7's hero. How fun is that story? Now, just so you know, we're going to be watching and waiting for that dance-off video. But between those two SROs, both named Eric, by the way, at the Caldwell High School prom, we're going to hold them to that, and then I'm going to bring you that video when we do.
We are going to be there live at that prom.
How funny is that?
Wow, amazing. Officer Phillips, I identify stretching and ibuprofen, brother, every day.
I feel like there's a lot of negativity around, especially bus drivers over the last few years. We've had a really hard time finding bus drivers who are reliable, who are even wanting to do the job. This guy not only wants to do the job, but he loves his job.
It is tough to be a school bus driver right about now. There have been a lot of complaints the last couple of years about late pickups, drop-offs. It hasn't been easy to find those qualified drivers out there. But in the West Ada School District, there's a Cascade Transportation bus driver who really shines. His name is Eric Jimenez, and parents and kids are noticing. In this morning's 7's Hero, you'll see what makes this driver so special. Sayla Wanyonyi is a student in the West Ada School District.
I'm in 3rd grade. I'm 8.
Every morning, she makes her way to the bus stop with mom and dad.
He's usually on time.
Something special happened at the start of this school year, something that really impressed Sayla's mom.
It's awesome.
Sayla's school bus driver sent this letter home.
Dear student, hello, my name is Eric Jimenez. I've been a school bus driver for 6 years, and I've been in the field of youth development for about 12 and a half years. One of my major values in life is to add value to everyone, especially the youth in my bus. You are the future, after all. You matter, you are worthy, your voice makes a difference. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get weepy. And can impact many. You are a world changer. You were created for greatness with your powerful identity, abilities, and talents. A major goal this year is to promote joy, positivity, and gratitude. So let's focus on the good, wherever it can be found, and grow ourselves in the process. I look forward to our adventures this year on the bus.
Cindy was really touched, and she sent the letter and some photos of driver Eric Jimenez to us here at KTVB. We put it on Facebook, and that appreciation post went viral. Eric had no idea.
The morning it went viral, I guess, I walked into the bus barn after my route. They were just, hey, yeah, check it out. And then they like showed me, I'm like, oh. And then just completely humbled and completely honored to like even get mentioned about this. And like, it's honestly something that I, just do normally every day. So it was just a complete surprise.
Eric says his letter is nothing new.
I've done it for about like 5 years now. Just creating that positivity in a space where I don't know where these kids are coming from, what home life is like, and if I can be that adult that can create that safe space for those kids. These are the expectations, this is who I am, this is what the kind of culture I want to cultivate in my bus. I feel like for sure, I'm tasked with taking care of all these, beautiful children. My goal is to try to eliminate like bullying one step at a time. Everyone has a story, even the bully has the story. What's causing you to feel the way that you were feeling and acting, and the way you make other people feel is like there's a story behind that.
If someone's being mean to anyone, he will always fix it. I have people that are protecting me.
That means so much.
The insight to see into what our kids need is special. So for him to take time out and actually write this note shows a lot of incentive and just honestly joy for his work. We get into the routine of work, not realizing the impact we're having on other people, and he knows it, and I think that's really cool.
Sayla has something to say to Mr. Eric.
Thank you for keeping me safe on the bus.
Eric Jimenez.
I've always had this heart for teaching kids, being around kids, building the leaders of tomorrow, so.
7's Hero. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Don't you love it? Eric told us he plans to drive his bus for years to come. He says he just feels called to do it.
That is amazing.
Isn't that a great bus driver?
Yeah, he's right. He is a teacher as well, and he's creating a culture there on that bus.
He really is. And the kids are happy. They feel safe. They're excited to ride his bus. So awesome. He's doing something right. If you know someone making a difference in our community like Mr. Eric, go ahead and email me. Let me know about it. I'd love to feature your hero, too.
Boy, that is a great story this morning. Maggie, thank you. More Wake Up Idaho after this.
Well, do you remember your very first high school homecoming dance? Those memories, they really do tend to stick with us, don't they? A freshman at Middleton High School had the time of his life at homecoming this fall. It was hard to say who had a better time, though, Tim Saragino or his date, Ashlyn Walker. Here's their heartwarming story. Two friends going to homecoming together in this morning's 7's Hero.
I love Ashlyn so much. Thanks, bud.
These two Middleton teenagers have been friends since middle school. Now, Ashlyn Walker and Tim Saragino are both students at Middleton High School.
And he's always in the halls, high-fiving everybody he sees, like every single day.
Tim is loved by all, and he has some special needs. If you ask Ashlyn,
he's perfect.
Something really special happened at school this fall.
And he stopped me in the hall, and he's like, I'm gonna take you to homecoming. And then I was like, oh, that'd be so fun.
Ashlyn decided she was going to hold Tim to that, but she had to come up with a creative way to ask him.
We pulled him outside of his classroom, and then I asked him, and you're really excited, right, Tim? Yeah. He really, really likes wrestling. And so I made a poster that said, don't wrestle with the decision. Can I pin you as my date to HomeCo? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
Tim was so excited he got a new haircut and a new suit. When the big day arrived, he was ready to go.
And we took pictures, and then we went to the dance. He loved it. He made everyone there feel so special. He was just going around and hugging everybody, and it was super, super fun to watch. You hugged literally almost everybody there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Pretty much. But he was getting so into it, and he was dancing the whole time. Everyone was so super excited to see Tim.
For Ashlyn, it was a night she will always remember.
I will remember how thoughtful and sweet Tim was. Like, during dinner, actually no, throughout the entire thing, he was always like putting his hand on my shoulder, and he's like, you're so beautiful, like so many times. I definitely got the best day, because Tim, you were so fun.
Tim won't forget it either. He was the life of the party.
Honestly, everyone should get a chance to go to at least one dance. And this was both of our first dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad I was able to be your first.
Yeah.
Ashlyn says Tim makes everyone feel special, and she felt like the luckiest girl on his arm.
Yeah, it was so fun. So fun.
Tim and Ashlyn inspired everyone at homecoming, friends, HoCo dates, and 7's Heroes. What a night. What a night for Tim. Did you see him in the center of all those ladies?
That is amazing.
He was just a big hit, and what a special couple, and what an amazing night for both of them. Their first homecoming dance. Well, do you have a 7's hero, someone who inspires you like those two do? Let me know about it. I'd love to tell your story too.
Tim is amazing. He could teach me some things about that sort of charm. Not all of us are blessed in that way, Tim. Good for you. We're back with more after this.
So we are so blessed because we're part of facilitating, really it's facilitating the community, reaching to help other members in the community.
All right, have a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
This is what Thanksgiving is all about. People helping people. The St. Vincent de Paul Thanksgiving Food Box program took place at Expo, Idaho this past week, and more than 2,500 families came through this drive-thru to get their meal boxes packed with all the trimmings needed to make a traditional dinner. Hundreds of volunteers and donors made it happen. This is the 46th year of this. Maggie O'Meara was there and has the heartwarming story in today's 7's Hero.
Go all the way up. Keep coming.
On a very cold Idaho morning, car after car drove through this line at Expo, Idaho.
They gave me turkey and all the fixings to go with the dinner.
Gloria Neal of Meridian is so grateful.
There you go.
It helps me a lot because right now I have nothing. I have no money, and I'm short on my bills for the month. So without it, I probably wouldn't be able to have one.
Are we all set? All right.
There's a registration process, so people, right now you're seeing people that registered at one of our stores or locations, and then they got a little card. They show up here, they show us the card, and we have a turkey man. We call him the turkey guy, and he'll point the vehicles where to go to get their turkeys, and they just drive through, get their box, and go.
Johnny Hiller works for St. Vincent de Paul. He's in charge of getting all of these volunteers for the Thanksgiving Food Box program.
the easiest thing we can get volunteers for. People, it's competitive. People will sign up, but we have a sign up online. We have different ads out online as well, but a lot of it's just word of mouth.
The volunteers are amazing. We have over 600 volunteers that are involved in this.
Ralph May, the executive director for St. Vincent de Paul, Southwest Idaho, says this is truly the best time of the year.
Okay, enjoy. Some of them look forward to it all year long. And they come and they spend time out here. It was cold this morning at 8 o'clock this morning. It was down to like 18 degrees. But they were out here shivering and enjoying themselves and so excited to be able to share their time with their neighbors. So we have so many people here that make it work. Putting boxes into cars, bringing food in, lining up the food, counting the food, just making it happen.
This could not happen without all of these dedicated volunteers and the donors who provide all the food for the boxes.
Many churches that go to their congregations and the people reach out to help. So that's a big one right there. Then we have other organizations. We have businesses that are doing things to make this work. There's individuals that are out there every year. They support the Thanksgiving Food Box program, getting the food list and buying the food in their store with their kids. Many people do that too as a true act of charity from a family to another family, which is, to me, is exciting because all of this whole concept of orchestrating this helps to build empathy for our neighbors that are struggling. We will serve over 2,500 families, and with that, it represents over 12,000 people that will be getting food through this program this year.
Teresa Rankin of Boise represents just one of those families.
This is my second year. I came here about 10 years ago. Now I'm unemployed on disability, and you know, we don't get much, so it's hard to survive these days with the cost of everything going up. And it's kind of rough for everybody right now. And this is a godsend for a lot of us. It really is. I'm thankful for the people that give. They just don't know what it means to people like us.
They're mostly grateful. You know, a lot of people, we've had people just saying, hey, we need help, especially with the state of the economy this year. We've seen a lot more need and growing need, and so people are just very grateful to receive any help they can get.
Johnny Hiller is so proud to be a part of this very special event.
This is my life. Like, this is my my passion, and it's so cool when you meet passion with a career, and just to be able to give back and help people. It's what I want to do, and I love giving back.
All right, Maxie. So is volunteer Julie Machakos.
It's just a really one of those happy feels to be doing something that's important and makes a difference, like a true difference in people's lives.
We can be thankful that we're in a position to be able to give. It's an act of charity from family to family.
God bless you all, and Merry Christmas, and be safe.
Happy Thanksgiving! All of these amazing volunteers and donors that make this happen year after year.
Hi!
Hi, camera.
You are our 7's heroes.
All right, have a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you. God bless you guys.
Now, if this warmed your heart, it's not too late to get in on Christmas volunteering. St. Vincent de Paul will host the Christmas Toy Store Kickoff Party today at 6 p.m. The address is 2140 South Broadway Avenue in Boise. Just bring in a new unwrapped toy for kids up to 18 years old and learn more about volunteering at Christmas.